Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We've talked a lot about the substance of redistricting. We've talked about maps over the last few days. This bill is about process. So in 2019, we amended the way that one would challenge a redistricting map. It was then you filed it in Franklin Circuit Court, and we changed it in 2019 to say that you would file it in Franklin Circuit Court, and the Supreme Court Chief Justice would appoint a 3-judge panel to hear the case, just like they do in federal courts if you challenge it in federal court. Well, because the census was late and we weren't called into special session, time is of the essence. We have a constitutional responsibility to redraw maps, which we have done. Since our 2019 bill, which would have mirrored federal law and had the Chief Justice appoint 3 judges, would have been challenged, we would not be able to get to the substance or the merits of the maps. What would have happened, we know there's going to be a lawsuit. Our friends on the other side hired lawyers before they saw the maps. We know there's going to be a challenge. And what would have happened is somebody would have filed in Franklin Circuit Court. The Chief Justice either would or wouldn't have appointed the 3-judge panel. And then if he did appoint it, the minority would have challenged it and said it's unconstitutional. They would have had to litigate that before they got to the substance of the maps. If he didn't appoint it, then the majority would have appealed, and they would have got to we would have been having legal wranglings over the process for 3, 6, 9 months and not getting to the question of whether the maps are constitutional. All this does is it returns the challenge, if one is made, to the way it has been done historically. You can file it in any county, not just Franklin County, but you can file in any county, and one judge will hear that. Now, what will that judge decide? That judge will decide effectively, gentlemen from Campbell, will effectively decide who the appellant is going to be. So the Supreme Court, I suppose, will ultimately make the decision, but this will get the process burden out of the way and remove any opportunity for mischief to try to just cause delay. So that's all this bill does. You can file it anywhere in the state, as the gentleman from Campbell has filed 4, and his record is 4-0 on these cases. So with that, Mr. Speaker, I would happily answer any questions. And if there are no questions, I move for passage.